Dear children, welcome to our next topic, floriculture or flower farming. Floriculture or flower farming is a discipline of horticulture concerned with the cultivation of flowering and ornamental plants for gardens and for floristry, comprising the floral industry. The development via plant breeding of new varieties is a major occupation of floriculturists. This creates more economical opportunities among public. Floriculture is the art of cultivation of flowering and ornamental plants in garden for beauty and floristry. The main purpose of floriculture is the cultivation of flower in high quantity due to its commercial and pharmaceutical importance as well as to make the garden beauty and floristry. This changes the appearance of the garden very attractive. It is concerned with growing traditional flowers, that is the indigenous varieties of flowers which have more commercial importance in local areas than cut flowers or flower buds, often with some stem and leaf that have been cut from the plant bearing it. It is usually obtained from the plants for decorative purpose. Bedding and garden plants consist of young flowering parts which includes annual and perennials and vegetable plants. Then foliage potted plants. Foliage is used to describe a collection of leaves. As a result, the term foliage plant is usually used to describe green plants with ornament like leaves. Then arboriculture trees. Arboriculture is the cultivation, management and study of individual trees, shrubs, vines and other perennial woody plants for shading and decorating. Then turf grass for beautification and a variety of value added products like essential oils, pharmaceutical products and nutraceutical, that is healthcare components. These are obtained from flowers. As distinguished from nursery crops, floriculture crops are generally herbaceous. Bedding and garden plants consist of young flowering plants that may be annual or perennial and vegetable plants. They are grown in cell packets, that is flats or trays, and in pots or in hanging baskets, usually inside a controlled environment and sold largely for gardens and landscaping. These are some examples. Geraniums. It is used cosmetically or trophically in general. Geranium essential oil is reputed to efficiently eliminate dead cells, tighten the skin, promote the regeneration of new skin and diminish signs of aging. Impatiens can be used in beds, borders, painting strips and containers. The plants are beautiful in hanging baskets and planters. Chrysanthemum is used for treat the chest pain, that is angina, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, fever, cold, headache, dizziness and swelling. In combination with other herbs, chrysanthemum is also used to treat prostate cancer. There are a lot of medicinal applications of chrysanthemum. In petunia, some flowers will be one solid color while others have contrasting veins or edges. And in some varieties, The flower even has a star pattern. This variety of patterns makes them quite versatile in the landscape. They can be used for color masses in containers, hanging baskets, or as a seasonal ground over. Next, we are going to discuss about the uses of flowers. Flowers are used for decoration purpose. Flowers like orchids, tulips, gladioli, etc. are used for decoration of table, stage, garden, etc. They have a lot of decorative applications commercially. Then they are used for personal needs and religious and ceremonial offerings. Flowers play a vital role in many activities of our life. It is used for personal needs and also used in various religious activities as well as in ceremonial offerings. Traditionally, flowers play a major role in most of our cultural activities. They impart color and beauty to the garden. It creates the economical development opportunities by creating landscape gardens by conducting exhibitions in tourist places. The flowers provide a colorful environment in the garden which could attract the public to visit due to its color and beauty. They increase the country's economy. The most important use of floriculture is economical development of our country. Flowers possesses high export values due to its medicinal properties. A number of pharmaceutical components are obtained from flowers for therapeutic purpose. Our next topic is landscape gardening. This is one example for landscape gardening. Landscape horticulture is the study of designing and constructing landscapes in homes, business, firms, and public areas to imitate natural scenery. The art of landscape gardening will involve considering the total environment of any new development and then shaping it using natural elements such as landform, trees, shrubs, and water to form a pleasing harmony. This can make a constructive contribution to the improvement rather than the destructive environment. Next one is Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, that is shortly known as PMFBY. It is an agricultural crop insurance scheme of Indian government. So nowadays, the farmers facing the problems due to climatic changes, either the crops will be affected by rain, otherwise it will be affected by drought. So our Indian government has introduced an agricultural crop insurance scheme, that is PMFBY. Under this scheme, the central government provides insurance cover and financial assistance to farmers. So through this scheme, the farmers can insure their crops and also they can get financial assistance from the government. It was launched on 18th February 2016. Thank you.